Greetings, young Lotus acolyte. I am the keeper of the archive. What can this humble servant of the Order do for you? Our Order has existed for 20 years. I have chronicled our new role and rise to glory. Much is mundane, minor shifts in power, the results of various campaigns. True secrets are held only in the minds of Grand Inquisitor Gia and Death's Hand. I will answer within the limits of what someone of your ranking is permitted to know. Recent or old entries, you must give specifics. Slaves continue to be brought to the fortress from the wall and unimportant villages that have no voice to object. Our golem force continues to grow. Operations in Tien's Landing have temporarily halted, but we received glorious news that a hated enemy of the Emperor has been delivered to the palace. The accomplices who hid him were butchered, their pitiful village razed. We look forward to a day when all who oppose our masters are dealt with. It is unimportant. All that matters is that he was caught. We don't need to know any more than that. It is a glorious validation of all that we do to serve our masters. Goodbye, acolyte. Serve our masters well.
What do you want now, acolyte? What? Which one of you idiots threw off the mixture? It doesn't matter.
3 days calibrating it for perfect clay husks, and some new blood fool ruins it in an instant.
The supports for the mold injectors will be charred. We'll have to find a smith to forge new ones. Ugh, what a mess. I don't want any of you stunted acolytes touching them. In fact, I will request that only full-fledged assassins operate the machine from now on.
So much wasted work. If we don't get it fixed, Gia will have us slaughtered.
I know. We need to go to the market district and find a smith. Come on, we're wasting time.
I serve as I'm directed. I do what I must.
Ah, are you the student I am waiting for? I can't delay any longer. I cannot miss the window of opportunity for a summoning. As I was saying, golems are playthings, devoid of cunning. The latest stockpile stands idle, waiting for a Jade golem to make them useful. A waste. I will show Grand Inquisitor Gia that tapping the spirit realm for servants is more efficient. Witness as I effortlessly summon an able minion from the void. There are hardly any preparations needed, acolyte. They want to serve. They tell me so. Golems want nothing. Watch and learn. Ukir sitaka wuwir, wosayir yufkaun! No! This isn't right! Destroy them! You saw nothing of this. Nothing. I have to continue my research before Gia knows of my failure. Oh, I know it can work.
What do you wish? What would... Yes. Master Shin will be inspecting them when they arrive, but there is no sign of them yet. Perhaps they were delayed in the necropolis. May the will.
You there! Stand aside, or risk the ire of the Lotus assassins. These prisoners must be delivered to the fortress to be inspected by Master Shin. I will not allow you to make me late. And why is that? Keep your reason short, or you'll be dead before you're done.
We will not allow you to keep these people.
You are mad to test an assassin. I'll kill you where you stand.
Longsword.
Master, are you taking us to the Lotus assassins? What? Thank you. Thank you so much. I knew someone would stop them. Someone kind and honest.
I'm glad we helped them. I feel good for a change.
Thank you.
Yes, Acolyte? Why have you... To succeed, everything must be in place. The hall cleared of all witnesses, the press operator distracted, and the slave shipment stopped up. When all three of these are completed, Shin will... If you man... Yes, I am open. That will be it.
Those who do not.
If permitted to serve, I would give my life as a You are beneath me. Go, or risk being... Yes, I... We need to get all of the witnesses out of the hall. Suspecting he was killed is fine, but if they actually...
Ikakahia wo no kakike ia awa utkuo wo kokopi wo kawe yasta okene kutkot wo kup okas awa utkuo wo kokopia wo so awi ani tu wasafno sositu no ko.
What is going on here? Where are my slaves? The golems require spirit shards. And where are my attendants? Delays and laziness will be repaid in blood. No one disobeys the orders of Shen. You are Gang's new acolyte. I see what is happening here. You think to promote your master by threatening me. You are bold, but foolish. You thought to make me vulnerable by killing my attendants and emptying the hall? A miscalculation. I am a favorite of Grand Inquisitor Jia. You will die.
Longsword. Dire Flame. Longsword. Mirabelle. Longsword. Mirabelle. Longsword. Mirabelle. Longsword. A terrible tragedy has reached my ears. Our respected Master Shin has met his end in a rather embarrassing fashion. I came quickly after hearing of his stumble. Perhaps it was the cold of the sanctum that made him careless and dulled his senses. Open the press. Unfortunate. I will make certain he's dead, but not from too close. I don't want to share his tragically foolish fate. Yes, quite dead. How unfortunate. We should honor our fallen comrade, but I am distracted by thoughts of who will take his place. I think the choice is obvious. Very good, Acolyte. Very good indeed. You have secured a promising future for your master, despite some minor disruptions. With Shin out of the way, I am free to present you and the Jade Golem Spirit Shard to my masters. I will be lauded, and you will share in my good fortune. Come to me when you are ready for the ritual. I will be outside the door to the inner chambers, waiting for their acknowledgement that the Jade Golem is ready.
You are nearing your goal. Grand Inquisitor Jia keeps many secrets in the inner chambers, enough to appease the princess and earn your way to the palace. But you may learn more than she wants to know. I know that I did, many years ago. You know that Master Li tried to stop his brother and failed. I was not there to witness that, so I only have the details that you are aware of yourself. Hui in Tian's Landing told you that in response to that act, Master Li's wife was condemned to death. She was with child at the time. This I know for certain. I was there. I was one of the elite ordered to kill Master Li's family.
What? I knew you had a troubled past, that you were asked to do horrible things, but this is beyond anything I imagined.
Death's hand brought the order to kill the family. We were cowards if we could not see the wisdom of his order. It was the will of the Emperor. I could not question the orders. They could not be wrong. You needed to know my role, even if you have not proven to me that you are any more thoughtful than those you pursue. I have secrets that will remain mine. But heed a simple warning. If your enemy begins to look familiar, it's not because they are changing. It took me a long time to learn that. I have little use for morals, but honor? I have seen what you will face, seen his power. I ran once. I hope for your sake you have not shaken my resolve.
Are you ready to be presented to my masters and participate in the creation of the Jade Golem? It will be glorious. Make certain you have finished all other business in the fortress. Lotus acolytes are rarely the same after meeting with Grand Inquisitor Gia. Yes, now we shall reap the rewards we both deserve.
Preparations are complete. The Spirit Shard is prepared, thanks to the skills of our newest Lotus acolyte.
And my efforts to accelerate his training.
Shut up, Gong. Your contribution has been noted. Now, we must complete the ritual. A score of clay golems stand idle without a focus. This Jade Golem will awaken them all, direct them as one. Insert the Spirit Shard. Let this legion of immortals give glory to our masters. What? What is wrong? I command you. I demand that you obey.
What is the meaning of this? Who has corrupted this Jade Golem? It is linked to a legion of warriors that now run mad. The Foundation will crumble. Who are... you? Wait. I can sense it on you. You are the one. You carry the other pieces of the amulet.
I am so sorry, Grand Inquisitor Gia. It is my new acolyte. There was some kind of mistake.
Fool! So blinded by petty schemes that you cannot see a threat in our midst? You are worthless! And you, hidden in plain sight like your master, you caught us unsuspecting but not unprepared. Who are you to think you could enter our lairs so easily? A simple student? I don't think so. An invader, conspirator, traitor. We survive by seeing the enemy in everyone. That is why Death's Hand stands at the forefront of the assassins. He draws attention, diverts criticism while the Emperor solidifies his power. You are like every other simpering peasant that has graced our dungeons. What did any of them contribute to the glory of our age before the Emperor dared to make something of them? That is the beauty of what Sun Hai has done. He has taken the raw material of the Empire and extracted something useful. For every magistrate that objects, or peasant that asks questions, another golem is forged. An army undying. But through all this, a threat remained. A traitorous sibling and a hidden protege. We did not know a face or a name, but we knew what they would need. The amulet, its pieces spread like petals to the wind. You have caught a few, but you are far from your peak, and not every golem was linked to this corrupted husk. Goodbye, Spirit Monk. I will inform Death's Hand of your passing.
Longsword.
You are strong, but you do not know real power. Our strength lies in preparation. We have warriors across the Empire and other Jade golems that are not corrupted. You have diminished us, but it is not a mortal wound. Death's hand will be here soon. You will be my gift to him, drawn as you were by your precious amulet. Live or die, the will of the Emperor be done.
Longsword. You're too Longsword. Express the...
You are strong, but you do not know real power. Our strength lies in preparation. We have warriors across the Empire and other Jade golems that are not corrupted. You have diminished us, but it is not a mortal wound. Death's hand will be here soon. You will be my gift to him, drawn as you were by your precious amulet. Live or die, the will of the Emperor be done.
Longsword.
Focus.
Behind you!
He is too powerful.
Go! I will do what I must!
You knew you could not beat me, exile.
I wasn't looking for victory. Just a few seconds.
I don't think now is a good time to discuss things. I'd rather not die in here if you don't mind.
Longsword. Longsword.
Longsword.
A lowly acolyte walks away. You should have died beside your master, preventing the escape of whoever did this. Unless you had a role in it. Destroy them to be sure.
For you.
We need to get back to the others. Be careful, there's no telling what the shifting of the fortress stirred up among all these graves.
Longsword. 1,000 cuts.
Why can't I die in peace?
Vengeance will be mine!
Longsword. Mirabelle. Longsword. You're going back! Mirror! Longsword. I'm healed.
This has been troubling. We should return to the flyer as soon as possible so everyone can discuss what we have learned.
So, your lost sheep, Sagacious Zoo, returned to save you. I didn't think he had the nerve.
That's because people are nothing but tools to you.
My dear little Dawnstar, I'm a princess. People bow to me. That is the way things are. Of course, many things are not as I thought they were, if what we learned from Gia is true. I know what you found and what the implications of it are. The Emperor himself ordered the golems constructed, and the workers were stolen from their homes. By the Water Dragon's mercy, they are enslaved until they die, and then trapped within the golems. I have seen the proof. But how can it be true?
He has taken our master, killed our friends. What if assaulting the Water Dragon is true too? He must be stopped.
No! I will not believe it! We have to go to the palace and give him the chance to explain! Stand beside me or don't. I am going to question my father and straighten this out. It's all just a mistake. Well, I certainly see why he would keep that a secret.
He must have felt very guilty about it. Perhaps that is why he shadowed us for so long. Even in the swamps, he must have wanted to make amends.
That's all very sad, but it changes nothing. Our immediate concern is my father. I will guide you to the palace.
I have grave concerns about this. Please talk to me before we leave for the palace. I worry for you if the princess cannot see the danger.
She says she can get my marvelous dragonfly there in one piece. I've heard no other options, and I won't risk the finish flying blind.
Everyone be quiet! Are you ready to go? If you have business left in the Imperial City, you'd better finish it. I won't be leaving the palace without an answer. You would delay us for a chat with your precious country girl? Pat her head and get back soon. I want answers, and there's only one place left to get them.
Hurry to the palace. I hate it that Master Li is trapped there. Who knows what the Emperor is doing with him?
My father will explain. Death's hand is behind this. You will see.
We are much closer to finding our master, but the path you are forced to take worries me, and I don't think the princess shares my concern. We have faced these Lotus assassins in small numbers before, but this is something different. I see the necessity of walking in their steps to fool them, but I am growing accustomed to you, and I don't want to see this change you. I have always respected your resolve, but there are dangers other than death. When you walk in the shadow of the enemy, you risk taking their shape. You fought through the arena with your honor intact, but the Lotus assassins will press you to commit far more vicious acts. I don't want to win if it claims the good in you. What right do we have to harmony if we sacrifice what we believe to get it? I know you won't, but it still does my heart good to hear it. The more I know about you, the more I want you to stay as you are. It would be a shame for something to happen when we are becoming close. We will talk again. I know everything will work out just fine. If you want to go to the palace, you will have to talk to Princess Liane. She's the one who controls that path. I can still have the map ready if you want to fly anywhere else, but we should get to the palace as soon as we have taken care of everything. Very well, but we should get that business with Minister Shang out of the way.
Always happy to help. What do you need? I believe we have an appointment with the Emperor, by invitation of his daughter, no less. Unless you have other things to finish, I see no reason to keep him waiting. Emperors hate to be disappointed. Of course, I'll be here if you need anything.
Yes? How can this humble Bunmaster assist you today? I can't believe we're actually going to see the Emperor himself. This is a most propitious day. If my wife were here, she'd... Actually, I'd rather not think about that. I am, however, looking forward to meeting your master. I'd like to know if he's familiar with my drunken master style. But I suppose we should get ready to go. Just give me the word, and I'll get the camp packed up and ready to go. As you say, I will be here scrubbing your pots until you call upon me again.
There is something here. Some evil thing has happened here. It beats on my mind, and the Guardian, he can't hold it back.
Aknatamir sisakrui ni rui kuparfita.
You can't stop me from being here. I may not be able to leave, but I can talk and see. I see you, mortal. I've been watching you. Ha! I am Yasen, the other of whom Chaika and this girl speak. They have suppressed me ever since we inhabited this body, but this place is different. The evil around me has given me strength, for now at least, and has opened potential doors. I don't claim to goodness, mortal. I hate your kind. But we can work together. If you help me, I shall help you. And I'll be much more valuable than the Guardian. Bah! Who cares about her? She's just another insect. This is about what I can offer you when the time comes. What? No! Chaika! You won't make me go! No!
Wo oka wunir inakir nofun. Panir shakir wo sir nikor pak.
I'm sorry. They were fighting again. I'll be alright. Soon. Just give me time and I'll be alright.
What? What do you want? What?
Well, well, is the Imperial City all you expected? It is quite a spectacle compared to the bulk of the Empire. The marvelous dragonfly performed perfectly, of course.
Good. My father has much to answer for. I know he will explain everything, and if Death's Hand is there, I'll have some words for him as well. Kang, those flags that I gave you, the ones with the royal seals, mount them on your pile of scrap and let's go. I don't want to waste any more time.
Yes, ma'am, no argument. Garish flags to stop the turrets. Just no yelling while we fly. The space is small and it echoes loudly. Yes, Princess, at your word.
We must hurry to my father. This entrance allows me to come and go as I please. There are no guards or sentries here to hinder us. Wait! Someone is coming. It seems this entrance is no longer as disused as I believed.
Princess Leon, what are you doing here? And dressed like that. I'm sorry, Princess, but Death's Hand ordered this area sealed and...
That is of no concern to me. My father's will is law, and it is to him that I will speak. Stand aside.
I'm sorry, but I can't let you pass. Please, Princess. There are Lotus assassins throughout the tunnels with orders to attack all who enter.
You dare disobey my order? You force my hand.
Princess?
We must reach the throne room unopposed. He will wake in a few hours. Shall we go? Our meeting with my father can't come soon enough. I must hear it from my father's mouth. I must hear how he explains all these lies, the golems, Death's Hand, all of it. You go ahead, but only take one other with you. The rest should guard the rear and only fight if needed. I do not want a full war within these sacred walls. I would prefer to be up front, but if not, I will catch up if there's anything important to say. Come, let's go. There is no time for discussion. We should hurry to my father as quickly as possible. Our enemies will curse the day they were born.
I can't believe we're actually inside the Emperor's palace. I must admit, I feel as though I'm trespassing, like I don't belong here. Perhaps the Emperor can give me some courage. I seem to have lost mine. As you say.
Wasokipari no kasisa isonkot nawa patia ni uk. Wogir wakir fonir wo kupsistir son ukut.
What would you like? This palace. It's wondrous. I never thought a place like this could exist. But the Guardian, he says that something is wrong. It's not right.
Wasokipari no kasisa isonkot nawa patia ni uk. Oyakuptir ukir ayu.
We should keep moving. It would be most impolite to miss an appointment with the Emperor himself.
I'm staying here for what I like to call safety. If you want to take a jaunt out of here, let me know. Other than that, I'm staying put. Good luck! If you succeed at whatever it is you're doing, maybe later we can do some loops.
I wish we could have visited the palace under better circumstances. I feel like an invader in the heart of my own land. Let's keep moving.
I thought there'd be more half-dressed serving girls with bowls of wine and food. What kind of emperor doesn't have serving girls? Let's get going. Maybe he keeps the good stuff farther in. What?
The palace is ancient. Some say it was a celestial gift. It shouldn't be misused.
Mirabelle.
Long sword. Dire flame. Long sword.
Mirabelle. Longsword. Mirabelle. Longsword.
This is one of the many spires within the palace, where visitors are raised as if by the glory of the Empire. Without a guide, you could be lost here for days.
I wish we could have...
Try not to damage anything. The Empire has seen enough disgrace.
Longsword. Mirabelle. Longsword. Mirabelle. Dire Flame. Thousand cuts.
We are nearly to the throne room. Although my father has let these unseen parts of the palace fall into disrepair, these chambers are the tombs of past leaders. We would be here for days, and you likely know the most prominent anyway. Sagacious Tien, the first emperor, founder of the Jade Empire, and builder of the wall. Cormia, the Swift Arrow, defender of the First Age and commander of the borderlands during the Horse Lord incursions. Sangsi, the Broken Bow, the first woman to rule openly. She changed more in a single valiant battle than many others did with entire campaigns. The latest tombs belong to the Emperor's brothers, Prince Sun Li and Sun Qin. You have caused me to doubt this, but here they are for your own eyes to see. That is what you said he told you, but here is the tomb of the glorious strategist before you. Is this all a lie? No, they have been sealed for 20 years. I don't have any more proof than what was announced to the people. I don't know what that is worth anymore. And your next question will be, what is in there if the brothers aren't? I can't say, but my father will explain everything. He has to. But your conviction is disturbing. I will definitely bring this up with my father when we confront him. We are close to the throne room. The longer we take, the more questions I have.
1,000 cuts. Mirabelle. Long sword. You're
There is no time for discussion. We should hurry to my father. Here it is. Entrance to my father's throne room. I doubt he'll take this intrusion kindly, especially not with the information we've learned.
Then this is it. This is what you were meant to do. To face the Emperor in the heart of the Empire. All our hard work, sagacious Zoo's sacrifice. After all of this, all I can think about is how much more there is to be said between us. I've come to rely on that. Please, no matter what happens beyond these doors, do not forget who you are. Destiny has a way of changing the rules. We've come this far. I could not bear to lose you.
If you two are through, we must find your master, and the truth of what has been happening in the Empire. I can only hope that my father has been the victim in this. I pray he has the answers I seek. The fate of the Empire depends on it.
"20 years, Lee. I have waited long enough. Atone for your treachery and give me what I require."
Look to yourself, brother. You would have done the same.
I am the eldest, and therefore the Emperor. I have you at a disadvantage, and yet you toy with me. What do you know, glorious strategist? Where is the Spirit Monk amulet?
You will find out soon enough, brother.
Father!
Child? What are you doing here? I have important matters. And what have you done to yourself? You look like a common street woman. And who is this? You invite filth into the halls of my palace? This is not how the child of the Emperor should act.
Don't lecture me! Master Lee's student brought me evidence from the Lotus Assassin Fortress. You allowed Death's Hand to corrupt the Empire!
Master Lee's student. This child, the very person who tested my Lotus Assassins, brought to my doorstep by my own daughter. Brother Lee, did you plant the seeds for this fool to come here? Layers upon layers, always the glorious strategist. I am the Emperor. I am the heart of the Empire. Death's Hand is a diversion. He is Death's Hand. My hand. I don't blame you for your foolishness. What can you possibly know? The Emperor is the manifestation of divine power.
That is your role as figurehead. How could you betray the people? Your greed has unsettled the whole of the Empire. The dead no longer sleep.
My child, remember your place. I have no patience for anyone that challenges my authority, not even you. Kill the rest. They are unimportant.
No! I won't let you disgrace the Empire!
Enough! I am God, Emperor's son! In my youth, I ruled dutifully, but nature does not respect titles. Withering drought, not battle, threatened to take my throne, but I would not allow it. I assaulted the underworld and claimed the great water dragon, and neither the treachery of my siblings nor my failing body could stop me. I am no longer a slave to time's decay. My actions have brought the Empire great strength, and its Emperor endless power. Who among you would dare challenge my right to rule? That glow. Brother Lee hid the amulet in plain sight and acted as his own diversion, just as Death's hand diverted attention from me. The obvious threat hid the insidious one. Do you even know what you hold, child? What truly led you here? But for whom, I wonder, do you blindly follow the will of your master? Is anything so simple? You were guided to me. What did Lee tell you? That I murdered your people and caused the restless dead? Side effects, afterthoughts. This is about power, and I will add yours to what I have stolen. Even if you are impervious to my sorcery, it changes nothing. I am a god. Come, student of Lee, your quest for death is at an end. What is this? Weaklings! All of you! Your defiance grows tiresome, student of Lee. You must learn your place in the order of things.
Mirabelle. Longsword. Mirabelle. Thousand cuts. Dire, this is the end.
Fools! Can you not dispose of one defiant peasant? Very well. I will face you myself, no matter your destiny. You will fall here today!
Dire Flame. Longsword. Thousand cuts. Longsword. Focus. Thousand cuts. Longsword. Thousand cuts. Longsword. Thousand cuts. Longsword. Dire Flame. Longsword. Dire Flame.
This cannot be! I am Emperor's son! I am a god!
This is... Longsword. Dire Flame. Longsword. Focus. Focus. Thousand cuts. Longsword.
Proud. Everything has gone as it should. I'm sure there is, my student. Your abilities have grown immensely, but it also does my heart good to see that you have remembered the basics of what I taught. Even the flaws.
Death has come to you, but life can be regained. I will guide you through madness to the light. Follow the pillar of light.
Longsword.
Thousand cuts.
Dire flame.
Your master betrayed you, as he once betrayed his brother. A revenge years in the planning. A tyrant, but with a flaw. He wanted you vulnerable in your moment of triumph.
Dire flame.
The dragon amulet is in his hands, reassembled. He will consume my power, but all is not lost. Seek my light.
Thousand cuts.
Dire flame.
claims the throne and my power, he will rule as a god. You have done well, mortal, but your journey is far from over. Time grows short, and we must act quickly if we are to stop your Master Li. Your master, Sun Li, the glorious strategist, betrayed you. He killed you to claim the power of the Emperor, my power, as his own. You are dead. I am the Water Dragon, immortal guardian of the path to the underworld. I shepherd the dead, leading them to my holy temple in Dirge, the gateway to the afterlife. But 20 years ago, the Emperor and his brothers attacked Dirge. They burned my temple, slew my servants, and defiled my body so the Emperor could claim my power. When Emperor Sun Hai fell, I reclaimed some of my power, enough to call your spirit here. But now I am fading once more. Sun Li consumes my energy. Your former master has long desired power, to impose his will on the Empire. His plan took years to form, but the prize was too grand to let go to waste on his brother's madness. He consumes my essence to become a god, but he does not yet fully control his power. That is why I could bring you here, and why we can speak now. My strength wanes. We must act quickly. For you to fulfill your destiny, I must send you to Dirge now, while Sun Li struggles to control his newfound power. The glorious strategist knows patience. Li has planned this for 20 years. When Dirge fell, he rescued you only because he believed you were a tool he could use. You will learn this and more, but we must move quickly. When he discovers what I have done, he will try to seal this realm and prevent me from sending you to Dirge. My temple at Dirge is defiled. I do not have the power to restore you to life, but I can send your spirit to Dirge, so you may cleanse the taint corrupting my holy sanctum. Hurry! If you restore the fountains of Dirge, I can restore you to life. If you do not, Master Li will become unstoppable. Seek out Abbot Song. He will help you. Restore the fountains of Dirge. Restore my power, and I will speak to you again.
Thousand cuts. Long sword.
sword.
This cannot be. Is it really possible? I sense the mark of the water dragon upon you. You have returned. You don't recognize me? No, of course not. You were just an infant when you were taken from us. I am the spirit of Abbot Song, slain many years ago by the glorious strategist. Before my death, I was the head of the Spirit Monk Order, your order. Master Li? He is Sun Li, the traitor. How out of balance the world has become when one of our order believes Sun Li to be his master. You are a spirit monk, born here in Dirge and cleansed in the sacred fountains. You were an infant the day the Emperor and Sun Li attacked our monastery. I tried to save you from the slaughter, only to lose you to Li when he ripped you from the arms of your dying guardian. I can only imagine what lies and distortions he told you about Dirge, your heritage, and his own role in events here. But now, you deserve to hear the truth. 30 years ago, the long drought struck the land. For a decade, crops withered and died. Starving people across the Empire demanded that something be done. Despite his position, Emperor Sun Hai could not alter the natural order. He demanded that his brother, the glorious strategist, concoct a plan to rectify this insult. Through Sun Li's cunning, the armies of the Emperor laid siege to the gates of Dirge. They came to seize the Water Dragon's power and her life-giving waters. The soldiers of the Imperial Army swarmed over us, too many to count. My spirit monks fought bravely, but I knew the battle was lost. We were beaten. All around me, my fellow spirit monks were dying. I tried to hold the attackers at bay. Prince Qin attacked me, and then Master Li cut me down from behind. The Emperor ascended unopposed, but already Sun Li and Prince Qin plotted against him. The glorious strategist was not content to watch his brother come to power. Emperor Sun Hai, ruler of the Jade Empire, stepped beyond his station and slew the Water Dragon, claiming her power for his own. His brothers tried to strike him down, but they could not know he would be so strong. Infused with the Water Dragon's power, he was now unbelievably powerful. Sun Li escaped with his life, but he left his brother, Prince Qin, to suffer the Emperor's terrible vengeance. A spirit monk child still lived. He killed your guardian. Claiming his identity, no longer a servant of the Emperor, Li abandoned his fearsome armor to become the master you thought you knew. If you and the amulet were the key to defeating his brother, he might still claim that power. Li disappeared with you and the amulet, escaping the Emperor's retribution.
With his newfound power, the Emperor, as a taunt to his traitorous brother, bound kin spirit to the armor Li had left behind. And Death's Hand was born.
You were the last of the spirit monks. Sun Li saw our attempt to save you as confirmation of your importance. He believed you were meant to restore what he helped steal.
He trained you to be an instrument of vengeance, an agent to succeed where he and Prince Qin had failed. But with your death, the Emperor is now invincible. Then the glorious strategist has won. You were the last of the spirit monks, but now you are just a ghost like the rest of us. No one is left to oppose Sun Li. You spoke with the water dragon? Of course! Only she could guide your spirit to Dirge, while all others must wander the mortal world. I worried that our last hope had died with you, but now I see you have come to restore the fountains of Dirge. The first step in restoring the water dragon herself. As leader of the spirit monks in life, I am bound by honor and duty to aid you in this task. I swear, I will not abandon you until the fountains of Dirge are restored. I can guide you here in Dirge, this lost home of yours. I know the monastery well, and will do everything in my power to help you restore the fountains. The fountains were tainted with human blood, which shattered their seals. The blood that stained them is gone. Replacing the seals should restore them. You are probably right. We must restore the Water Dragon's power before Sun Li gains full command of her powers. You have nothing to fear here. Though many dangerous beings dwell in Dirge, these monks and soldiers cannot harm you. The monks and soldiers who fell during the battle are trapped here in Dirge. Caught in a never-ending war, they fight, they fall, only to rise and fall again. Li cut me down on the steps of the temple. My body fell and my spirit rose. Powerless, I fled toward the outer courtyard, while the battle still raged. I wanted to see if you had escaped. Instead, I saw Li take you, and I found myself trapped out here. The Emperor had sealed the gates behind me. My spirit cannot leave Dirge. None of the spirits here can leave. For 20 years, I have been trapped in the outer courtyard, unable to pass through the gates. My hope is that the restoration of the fountain will allow the gates to open. Perhaps inside we can find a way to restore Dirge and free my brethren from this curse. I cannot say what fate lies ahead, but after 20 years, your return gives me reason to hope once more. There's no way through the gates. The Emperor sealed them 20 years ago. Now they keep me from entering my own monastery. If we can restore the fountain, the gates may open for us.
1,000 cuts.
The guardian of this fountain is destroyed, and I weep for her. She was once one of our order, but lured by Li's promises of wealth and power, she betrayed us. This thing is the corrupted spirit of Xiang Wu. During the attack, she and several other spirit monks betrayed us by tainting the holy fountains with human blood. Long before the attack, Li sent spies to bribe some of our weaker members. When they tainted the fountains, the power sustaining us against the army vanished. After the battle, the Emperor executed Xiang Wu and the others, and he used the power of the water dragon to bind their spirits to the fountains. Their crime was terrible, but they did not deserve this fate. They suffered endless torment from which they could never escape. Such is the power of the binding. The binding is a sacred ritual of the spirit monks. We can draw on the power of the water dragon to bind a spirit to us. It is one of our tools for shepherding the dead. Even before Dirge was befouled, there were ghosts in the world. Some spirits would become lost in their journey here, or refuse to let go of the mortal world and go mad. If we found one of these restless ghosts, we could bind it to us and bring it to Dirge. Then we would release the spirit, so the water dragon could lead it into the afterlife. The binding is a great gift from the water dragon, if used properly. But the power can be abused. The Emperor bound the traitors not to himself, but to a place. A spirit can never escape such a binding. It feels an inexorable pull, but it has nowhere to go. It feels a compulsion to obey, but is never given a command. The spirit twists and corrupts, and in its agony it goes mad. Binding a spirit to a place is a terrible crime for our order. The only thing worse is binding a living creature. Binding the living condemns them to a fate worse than death. It forces the subject to obey and robs them of their free will. As a spirit monk, you must never do such a thing. The ability to bind spirits comes from the essence of the water dragon inside you. You may not have the power now, but one day you will be able to call upon it when needed. But this is not the time for lessons or instruction. The Guardian is dead, but you must place the seal on the fountain for it to be fully restored. It worked! The fountain is restored, and the gates to the inner courtyard have opened.
The first fountain has been restored. You have done well.
Great mistress. It is heaven itself to see you again. I have been so lost without your wisdom.
I have left you without my guidance for far too long, Abbot Song. But I could not speak with you. My strength was consumed contacting the last of the Order. You are the last. There is no one else that can do what you are destined to do. I had to conserve and prepare. I did not know the exact day you would cross to this realm. I was able to guide you here because there was an instant between the Emperor's death and when Sun Li claimed my power. I regained some energy, but that moment has passed. Li is consuming my power, drawing it through the amulet he stole when he betrayed you. You must restore the next fountain before it is too late. What you see is how you perceive abilities that are inherently yours as a spirit monk. Essence gems still serve you because the amulet was a pathway, not a source of power. The amulet trains you to access what is already present, something Sun Li misunderstood. However, as a focus, it still allows him to take my power much faster than his brother did. Let the wisdom of the abbot guide you if you need aid. Restore the second fountain, and I will speak to you again, if I am able.
I sense my former student refuses to rest easy. The time for subtlety is past. You are too valuable to abandon a second time. Come, we must return to Dirge.
Second fountain is here, but the seal is missing. This could only be possible if the guardian bound to this fountain has been destroyed. This is troubling. I feel a foul taint here. Something worse than the corruption of the Emperor. Something older. Something not of this realm. There are unnamed things barred from entering both the mortal world and the spirit realm. But with the water dragon gone, such a being may have crossed into Dirge. Such a creature would be drawn to the corruption of the fountain. It must have destroyed the Guardian and hidden the seal so the fountain could never be restored. The creature would not go far. Wait, do you feel that? Something is coming.
A message from my master. He restored one fountain, but the guardian of the seal was weak. The seal of the second fountain is not so easily played. I am the beginning of suffering. It was I who devoured the guardian bound to this fountain and claimed the seal for my master. Seek me out, traverse the path of the demons, and you can reclaim the seal, if you dare.
I agree. The demon would not reveal itself without cause. But there may be a way to yet overcome this demon. I know of a gem here in the monastery, a gem of great power. You could use it to help defeat this monster. The gem has been kept here in the monastery for many generations, guarded by powerful spells that keep evil at bay. The spells persisted, even after Dirge fell. The demon seeks to lure us to its lair, but it may also be trying to lure us away from the gem. We must go through the opposite arch if you wish to claim the gem. You are the last spirit monk. The wards will not keep you from the gem. But take care. Its power will be like a beacon drawing all manner of dark spirits near. Battling through such creatures may be just as difficult as facing the demon. In any case, the choice is yours. The same power that held the outer gate shut keeps these locked as well. We must restore the nearby fountain to open them.
Longsword. Longsword.
I know you. You were servants for the Water Dragon, who once ruled Dirge. But your mistress has no power here now. Dirge belongs to the master I serve. His strength grows. He feeds on the taint of this place, and when he is ready, he will unleash us on the mortal world. He has no name. He is a being from neither the mortal world nor the spirit realm. He is darkness, he is suffering, he is sorrow and despair. He is evil incarnate. I do not fear you, for the power of my master flows through me. I enforce his will, for all must bow down to him, in time. The earth, the heavens, the living and the dead, all grovel before my master when he unleashes himself from Dirge. But do not fear, you will be spared this fate, For I will let your spirit into nothingness.
Longsword.
You can't kick.
Usair Kokanato, Tanatia, Katanano, Shavatoyo, Wokuina, Nukawair, Kokanato Sihiri Panoneniku, Sisifirku. Wotowe Ukawana ir Usuanata Hoki, Miato Nonapadi Irovir. Sata Tawi ir Kuana ir Sumir Ipotoki. Wonawa Vukuno Sukutnia Awafawa ir Sutok.
In all my long years of study and all my life, I have never heard of a being of such malevolent evil as this. I knew spirits and demons would overrun Dirge after the Emperor defiled it. But the corruption is far greater than I ever feared. And worse is yet to come. The temple itself is the center of Dirge's corruption. The taint is at its strongest there. I shudder to think what unknown evil might await us inside. The Water Dragon has faith in you, and I see you have faith in yourself. I must believe such faith is justified. In any case, we have found the sea. We should return to the fountain by the courtyard gates, restore it with the seal you took from the demon, and the gates to the temple courtyard should open.
Longsword. 1,000 cuts.
What's this? Another spirit drawn to this place? Another ghost seeking to claim the power of the gem? Your quest will end in failure, as did mine. For 20 years, I have sought to pass the wards protecting this gem. Its power calls out to me, yet the magic guarding this prize has kept me at bay. None can pass. You are bold. Do you not know my power? I could snuff out your existence like a flame. But wait! There is something different about you. You bear the mark of the water dragon. You can pass through the wards. As will I, once I have devoured your spirit.
1,000.
The second fountain is restored. The gates to the temple courtyard have opened. It is difficult for her to make her presence felt, even here in the spirit realm. When Dirge fell, her very essence was corrupted. The power of the water dragon is divine. Any mortal touched by it would be instantly consumed. However, the Emperor found a way to corrupt the divine power. The immortal purity of the water dragon was befouled by human blood spilled in her fountains. Her power was tainted, allowing the Emperor, immortal, to seize it as his own. For a mortal, blood is life. A sacrifice of blood can have great power, even over the gods. But now is not the time for this discussion. The gates are open now. We can make our way through the temple courtyard to the temple itself. Inside the temple, you can complete the restoration of Dirge.
you!
The second fountain is restored, and for this I thank you. But from this point on, Abbot Song cannot travel with you. He must lead his fellows from their cursed existence.
Great Mistress, I have tried to lead them, to free them, but they will not listen to me. They cannot even see me. Let me continue on and redeem myself for this fear.
You suffered doubt in defeat, but you are strengthened by the actions of this spirit monk. Go. Lead your fellows to victory and rest. Your path does not lie in the temple.
Yes, Great Mistress, it is all so clear now. I will do as you say, and the spirit monks shall avenge the great slaughter of 20 years ago.
Abbot Song has done all he can for us. For too long he has been apart from his brethren. Now he can finally join them, though their ultimate victory will be up to you. A great evil awaits, and only you have the power to defeat it. Destroy the creature corrupting my temple. Do this, and the restoration of Dirge will be complete. With Dirge restored, a great portion of my power will return. I will be able to grant rest to my loyal servants, and help you back to the land of the living. But beware. The true corruption of Dirge rests in the temple, where Emperor Sun Hai struck me down. That desecration drew terrible things to Dirge, beings not part of the natural order. An abomination has gorged itself for 2 decades on the pain and suffering released with my murder. 20 years growing strong, feasting on the death of a god. All creatures, all spirits, even the gods, have their place. But this nameless thing is not truly part of our existence. It is a manifestation of all that is wrong in our world. Sun Hai disrupted the natural order, and unknowingly gave birth to a mindless evil driven only by instinct and hunger. It feeds and it grows, and now you must destroy it. I cannot aid you in this battle. The very taint that feeds your enemy keeps me from entering. Destroy it. Cleanse my temple, and I will speak with you inside.
You cannot join this battle. Your destiny lies in the temple at the top of the stairs.
Longsword.
The taint is destroyed. My temple is cleansed. Dirge is restored. After 20 years, my spirit may once more return to my temple. Your loyalty is noble, your service appreciated. You show the humble traits of a true spirit monk. But there is still much to do. I can act now, but not for long. Sun Li will soon command all of my power. To complete my restoration, you must return to the mortal world. Find my body and destroy it. Sun Hai devoured my heart, but he needed time to siphon my power. He kept my body from dying, trapped between life and death, held like a trophy in his imperial palace. That was how he ended the drought. You must find my body and kill it, so that when you defeat your former master, my power is free to dissipate. Until then, I cannot be reborn. Be prepared. Sun Li will not fall as easily as his brother. The Emperor had to proceed slowly. Sun Li has used the amulet to take much more power far more quickly. He has grown so strong that he cannot be defeated while my body still lives. Not even by you. You must find my body in the palace and destroy it before you face him. I have called your allies to Dirge. Not the spirit realm where we are now, but to the Dirge that exists in the mortal world. You will meet them there when you are restored. The maddened spirits that swarm this realm hunger for passage anywhere. I will not be able to stop them following you, but there is no other way. Remember, find my body in the palace and destroy it, or you will not be able to defeat Sun Li. Enter the portal. I return to you the life that was so wrongly taken.
All right, everyone calm down. We managed to lose them, but we'll have to stay out of sight for a while.
But what can we do now? The last hope for the Empire died in the palace.
I don't know. We'll think of something. For now, we have to make sure we survive.
Your situation.
All is not lost. Hear me.
Wages?
We must go to Dirge.
What? Why?
We must go to Dirge, quickly. There's no time to explain.
But the portal was not sealed quickly enough. Defeat the maddened creatures that have followed you, or your life will once again be undone. Fellows, they know about your awakening and are on their way to the shelter of Dirge. Hurry. Others will find you soon enough.
Sa'ir an ni kufunir, aknat nir sa'ir pika. Duki yir, wo sa'ir nusi, wo ni kawonoyu.
Longsword. 1,000 cuts. 1,000 cuts.
You are here, alive! We thought you were dead, and then I had visions of the strangest things.
Dawnstar guided us to this place, but I expected a ghost, not flesh and blood.
Oh, you walk in the parks of many gods. I will build something extra large to explode with my surprise.
ونوير كوبتا إير تنير أككون أسو سيير سكوت أثيثير نوني.
Such creatures are not accustomed to needing assistance or being called on to assist. Both circumstances would likely annoy them.
As annoyances go, I think ours is more pressing. Or have you all forgotten the entire army of the Emperor?
Wo yoir apafwe ir sir sisitsu toir ok piir okir ifwir wo.
Your former master, my uncle, has taken the Jade Empire as his own. Emperor Sun Li has set the whole of his forces against us, and we are trapped here in Dirge. After you defeated my father, and Li struck you down, he claimed both your amulet and the heart of the water dragon and announced that his rule had begun. The Lotus assassins were his almost immediately. Your amulet must have allowed him to quickly do what it took my father years to accomplish. We had no choice but to flee. In the days after, the new Emperor did not seem overly concerned with capturing us, and we did not know where to go.
He didn't consider us a threat. We had no way of fighting him. Just as with Sun High, only a spirit monk can face him with hope of success.
That's why we came here. Dawnstar's vision seemed impossible, but any hope was better than none.
Unfortunately, Emperor Sun Li sensed your stirrings in the spirit realm as well, and now we are trapped. Only one path is passable by foot, and that is the route they are coming up. We cannot sneak past such a horde.
My marvelous dragonfly will not survive the passage either. The winds force a certain path, and the army's flyers are guarding it well. But that is our luck, as well as our sorrow. Their inferior flyers can barely stay aloft in such currents. They will not overrun us from the air, at least not in numbers.
We have a little time. They are still at the base of the mountain. I'd say the main force won't be here until tomorrow.
We will start securing the temple. The great gates of this place will grant us some valuable time. At least they will not take us by surprise.
Fortifications? Perhaps I will remove some of the ordnance from the marvelous dragonfly. Properly applied, it may prove useful tomorrow. Come, whirlwind, I need your muscle.
That's the Black Whirlwind. And as long as it makes the coming fight more interesting, I'll lift whatever you want.
That is all we can do for now. Tomorrow will decide our fates.
So much has happened. Please, when the others have left, we should have a moment together. You look so peaceful, even though I know that what you've been through must have been terrible. Yes, it is, isn't it? But tomorrow that will be gone, shattered. The time we have now may never come again. The time we have left is small. I wonder sometimes, I wonder what I would do if I knew that I would lose you tomorrow. And then I remember that I have already lost you once, and I could never suffer that pain again. I knew you would say that. I yearn for it. I worry so much about what tomorrow may bring, and... What they love, what they must not lose. Whatever tomorrow may bring, you will always have tonight.
You have done well to restore the Fountains of Dirge, but they cannot shield you fully. Not with the power I now control. This is nothing more than a dream, my pupil. I can do nothing here, but I can influence things. Do you remember your fellow students? They certainly remember you. They remember how you left them to die. They died so there would be nothing holding you back. Their deaths ensured that you were properly motivated. Without you, they would still be alive.
1,000 cuts. Long sword. 1,000 cuts. Long sword.
Now I see. It wasn't your fault.
Ice shard. Long sword.
I'm sorry. Forgive me.
Impressive, but this was only a dream. You will not be so fortunate tomorrow.
You're awake! It sounds like the army is on the move. They're on their way up the mountain. Sky left a few hours ago. He said he was going to see how far up the mountain they had come. We haven't heard from him since, and I'm worried.
Look! He's back!
Well, that's convenient for my nerves.
Sorry for being late. I went down the mountain to scout them out. I figured I could get a good estimate of how many were coming and get back here. It didn't work out like I planned. There are Lotus assassins by the score, and golems too. You didn't bury them all. They have a lot more. Imperial Army flyers in the distance, too. They'll be here soon.
Bad, bad, very bad. What are we going to do? They'll be across the main bridge in no time.
Yes, we must. The golems are not just the ones you saw before. Bigger ones, giants, siege golem.
Siege golems? Oh, I've heard of those. 30 feet tall and can throw in arcs. Well, pretty darn far. I didn't have time to measure. Oh, they crush walls, too. It would be bad if they reached us. The casks I took off the Dragonfly would make short work of the bridge, though. A little fire, and whoosh! Earth meets sky.
You will need someone to keep any advanced Lotus assassins away from you. I will accompany you.
No, it's too dangerous for just one person. I'll go as well.
Of course. Dawnstar, a chance to prove your worth to me. You too, Kang.
Yes, Princess.
But what about the rest of us? Why just send them? Why are we sitting here holding our... Oh, I get it. They're coming here too, aren't they?
Well, who? The Lotus assassins? But they'd have to fly to get past the wall, and the winds are too strong.
Hundreds may die in crashes, but a few will get through. Do you really think Death's Hand minds such losses? My wounds will make me a burden if I stay at your side. I will keep guard over the temple itself. Groups landing there should be small enough for me to handle. Kang, old friend, I'd like to borrow a few of your marvelously explosive casks. I have something special in mind for any assassins who breach our line.
What? Yes, whatever you want. I have enough on my mind. During the night, I made some, reinforcements to the marvelous Dragonfly. I don't sleep much, you see, ever. Anyway, I doubt we could escape, but we can make a dent.
A short run in the flyer to take the brunt of their advance. It might be a worthwhile mission, or it might be suicide.
Well, what isn't these days? It's not necessary. I leave the decision to our illustrious leader. Yes, that's the way! I knew you'd be up for it. Off we go. Everyone be ready for our return.
Make every shot count. We'll need the help.
well flown and fought. It didn't stop them, but that black eye will make them think twice about our resolve. Now, back to bringing down the bridge.
You better have enough explosives left. Dawnstar and I can't hold them off forever.
Are you sure I shouldn't just charge the main gate? They wouldn't be expecting that.
Unexpected acts are not always successful acts.
You have a narrow understanding of success in battle, Bun Man. Must be your small head. My fill? I have been sated from wine and battle, but never filled.
It looks like we won't have long to wait. Kang better keep his mind on his task at the bridge, or this will be a short last stand.
Wait. I sense something.
Time is better spent doing than talking.
You didn't see? One of the spirit monks was right there. He stayed behind to tell me that there were hidden treasures still left in Dirge.
I saw nothing. Are you sure you didn't hit your head when you crawled out of the dragonfly?
Make light of it if you want, but he said that we should search Dirge. The magic that restored the temple also destroyed spells that cloaked chests hidden in the ruins. The monks used these chests to hide treasures, including powerful weapons. They didn't want them to fall into the Emperor's hands. He said that one was nearby. Maybe we can find it before we reach the bridge. Lead on.
I have to wedge the casks of dragon powder under the bridge. The Lotus assassins are sure to come up that pass any minute. Keep them from this end of the bridge. Here they come! Hold them off! I only need a minute!
Try not to break a nail, Princess.
Nuts and bolts! One of the fuses came loose. I need another minute. Or two. Before it explodes! The fuse is a short one! Stop the big force, but flyers don't stop at bridges. Our friends at the temple may have only gained a few minutes.
Damn it, they've given us a few minutes already. Dangstar and the Princess did their job too well. That's better.
Just shut up and get ready.
Now that's a big one. Finally, a worthy fight. This is a good fight! Almost hurt! You're going
Go back to the temple. And quickly, before those flyers drop more Lotus assassins.
More is good. Let them come.
But we'd be safer in the temple.
We're safer if I destroy the enemies they send. I prefer an active defense. Distracting me from the cries of my enemies. Sky better have a good reason for ringing that bell. I have let no one pass. Not with all their parts, at least. You go. I'm having too much fun here. Come to my axes, all of you.
Good, you are here. The trap is set, the signal's sent. It's all up to you now. No, this is something I couldn't tell you about. Please, give me a chance to explain. You'll like what I have to say, I hope. I was approached, once or twice. The Lotus assassins offered much, even the chance of returning my daughter. But I assure you, I did not plan to betray you. You showed me that the world, my life, is not as pointless as I once thought. My daughter is long dead. Their offer only shows how desperate you have made them. I let them think I agreed, but hear me out. I couldn't risk that someone else in the group was also tempted. They might tell Death's Hand the plan was discovered. This is a chance to isolate the leader of the troops. Death's Hand thinks that he and a group of assassins will enter the temple unopposed. But I have a surprise. I set traps. Remember how I asked Kang for some of his explosive casks? The assassins will be destroyed, and Death's Hand will be yours alone. He's an arrogant one. I doubt he'd consider the possibility that my loyalty to you would be stronger than my fear of him. The bell was the signal. He'll be here. Thank you for this opportunity, by the way. I can never face Death's Hand myself, but I want to make him pay for thinking I would be so weak. Use my daughter against me, will he? Make him hurt.
Very good, Sky. You have proven a useful tool.
Guess again, you slab of rot. That should soften him up. I may not be able to fight him while I'm wounded, but at least I did this. I'll go warn the rest.
You have a better grip on your fellows than my master thought. The plight of a dead child is difficult motivation to resist. Fear is all that is needed for the masses. That is why I exist. I am the will of the Emperor. I am Death's Hand. Sun Li commands that you die. I must obey. The will of the Master guides me. The strength of the dragon empowers me. I cannot be defeated. I must obey. You know nothing about me, about what I endure. Your fists will not defeat me, not while I must obey.
You refuse to see it, don't you? You must know Death's Hand is by now, but what he is defies you, defies your skill. He is more than Sun Qian ever was. Sun Hai linked him to the stolen power of the Water Dragon, and bound him to my armor to taunt me, an unrelenting, unbeatable force that wore the face of my betrayal. Now he is mine. Do you appeal to my good nature, my conscience? There is no malice in my actions, no lust for glory. I did what had to be done. I had no choice. My brother had no restraint. A world under his heel would be chaotic and violent. I will bring order. I will ensure that everyone is safe within their roles. You claim intimate knowledge of me. I should have suspected that a journey through death would reveal many secrets, but your understanding is flawed. I am not here out of revenge.
Sorrow at their deaths did not bring me here, but rather anger at my brother for destroying my possessions in so petty a manner. In the end, it changes nothing. I intend to make the Empire a better place. As a god, it will be a simple matter. Arise, Death's Hand! You are bound to this power, and you will not stop until this fool is dead. Ah, yes. I learned that your trinket was a focus and not a source. So your abilities are inherent, but that did not save your fellow monks, and it will not save you. Do you intend to rescue Death's Hand? Perhaps you think you can appeal to his conscience, to the remnants of kin that swim in that helmet. Will you? Even if you could, I believe you would find it difficult to release so valuable a tool. Come then. Pit your will against mine. Take him if you can. Enough! You have cut the strings to my puppet, but you will know defeat soon enough. I grow closer to the heavens by the minute. Take this corpse. See if you can throw away such a useful tool. I will face you at the height of my power, in the heart of my empire. Your master awaits you, child.
Please, let me rest. Let my spirit finally have some peace. Your master is diminished with my loss, even if he does not admit it. Thank you, Spirit Monk, for letting me rest.
We are victorious. But how long will this peace last?
The day already drags like an overloaded ox. Our enemies should be more efficient.
I do not shy from meaningful combat, but eliminating your boredom is not a worthwhile cause to fight for.
If there's no wine, there should be fighting. That's the way of things for a warrior.
We should not take much longer to lick our wounds, even if the victory was ours. No doubt the enemy awaits us.
I appreciate the need for haste, but the marvelous dragonfly will need some adjustments. The landing here was, rough. I will ferry whom I can for an initial assault. Give me a few moments. We will leave at your command when my work is done.
I have seen everything that I believe in torn apart, one after another. Hopefully it is all over soon. The sins of my family must be dealt with. Only then can the Empire regain the glory it has lost. There will be more. Don't let the weight of your choices cloud your vision. I will be there watching what you do. I trust that you will make the right choices for the Empire and its people. I won't let either be abused again. I will be ready. Don't worry. I have seen...
We are a long way from the farm I once called home. I never thought I would make such a journey. Your master is a formidable opponent. We cannot leave the Empire in his hands. I will help you carry that weight, but I'm not sure how much use I can be. I will stand by you. Once the corruption is excised, the Jade Empire will be a blank slate, my friend. I will be ready. Rely on it.
So many changes. The Jade Empire is not the place I once thought it was. What Master Li has done is unforgivable. We have to set things right and undo the evil he has put in motion. I have no doubt that there will be. When everything is restored to the way it was, we will be able to return to the lives we lost. It won't be perfect, I know, but I even miss the simple heartache of mortal sorrow. Our time among the gods has forced greater worries upon us. Will there be time for us? More than anything, I hope so. Your resolve is inspiring. The Master Li I thought I knew would be proud. The man we now face should be worried. I know everything will be fine. You will see to it.
Hello. I suppose the marvelous dragonfly is ready. We don't have to worry about landing too many more times. Just make sure you are done talking to everyone. I lost the interior baffling, so you won't be able to hear a thing once we are in the air. Now, whatever you wish. It's just a few more minutes of bolt tightening to me.
I tell you, I begin to miss the melodious voice of my wife. So peaceful compared to what follows you around. I look forward to the day when we can return to our simpler lives, although I doubt that will be easy for everyone. Oh, it will be easy for me. I just cock an ear to the wind and listen. Eventually the shouts of my wife will make their way to me. I hope everyone has so clear a path, and a more peaceful arrival.
Hello again. Do you want to talk to me or the Guardian? I'm better now, thanks to you. You put the other back down in a place where he can't hurt me anymore. You've done as much for me as the Guardian, and I'll never forget it, no matter what. If things here, if they turn out well, I hope someday when I'm older, we could meet and be friends again. I know that to stand by you, it won't be me. It'll be the Guardian, but my hopes go with him. This place is old. So old. There are voices in the stones, each one trying to command the others. But none of them listen. It's like they can't listen, they just can't. Their own voices is all they're left with. So long. Only hearing the sound of your own voice.
Lo yowir apafwi ir sir sisitsu towir ok piir okir ikuir wo. Kupsistir son puno su uku ir sir sisitsu towir ok. Kukawuk takti ir. Wo panir nisa ir pan. Ajo ikakir wo ifuro uk fuir wo.
The Guardian says he'll be at your side when you need him.
The boredom is always greatest before the storm. Could we poke a stick in the eye of this little squall and get moving? I always have my fists, so I'm always ready. If I lose those, I'll have bigger problems than missing a fight. Actually, better safe than sorry. Kang, make me a wine bowl I can hold with stumps.
Yours or someone else's?
Ha ha! Now that's the kind of idea I can get behind.
Hello. I suppose just make... Oh, I think they know you are ready. Every eye is on you. Across the whole Empire, I think. We'll have to see if you are worthy of that gaze, hmm? All right, everyone in.
Well, here we are. I'd hoped I wouldn't have to use this entrance again. I doubt this visit will be any less violent than the last.
Ha! You thought that the last visit was easy. This should be more fun than even I could have hoped for.
Yeah, I'm staying here. For safety.
A startling revelation from Kang.
I expect there will already be enough chaos to go around without your talents.
Wo wobir wokir fonir wo kupsistir son ukut. O yakuptir okir ayuwir.
Trust her voice. We need a path through Master Li's corruption.
Trust what you see. Voices can come from anywhere.
Whatever we are doing, we have to do it now.
This is going to be a mess. I know it is.
We don't have time for talk. We must take the fight to your master. The Empire cannot continue like this.
have come. Destiny set this moment in motion, but from here, your choices are your own to make. Your master awaits you, but he is not yet aware. You have time to alter things to your favor. You have time to set us all on the path to rebirth. Learn what has come before, and you will understand what must be done now. Follow into the depths and see what was done in search of my power.
Spirits know many things, but how to assault a fortress does not appear to be one of them. Follow her, and take someone with you, but whoever you leave behind should take another route. That way they don't get behind you and we'll all get equal fighting.
You don't know the palace. You will wander aimlessly.
I always wander aimlessly, and I always find my way. Besides, we've been here before.
We'll be lucky to see him again.
You're lucky to see me now, Princess. I'm not known for leaving my company alive.
We don't have time for talk.
The tombs of the greatest emperors. Here the empire was built, and here the heart of it is laid to rest. Now that heart is torn out, like another to come. It was gutted to allow the flow, to guide the water that pours from a crime against the heavens and the order of all things.
Such disrespect! I never imagined my father would allow this to happen.
What hope is there for the future when the past is cast so roughly aside? Emperor Sun would not accept that his empire had to fade so that something new would bloom. He declared war as if the drought was an advancing army. He and the glorious strategist focused on me, the water dragon. I symbolized the fading they wanted to avoid and the regrowth they desperately needed. I became the answer to everything. Press further, and you will see the source of the lush new empire under the brothers' sun. You must see it with your own eyes to comprehend what they have done.
What is this horror? I pray my eyes deceive me. We don't have... Such a brutal display. Now I truly know the depths to which my father went.
Behold, words would not have sufficed. You had to see with your own eyes to truly know my fate. This cannot continue. Fight them. Show them that such things will not go unpunished.
Longsword. Longsword.
This is what he has done. This is what your Master Li allowed. For 20 years, my body has bled, separate from the spirit, feeding the Empire and the Emperor. It is an agony that you cannot fathom. To have fallen so far into the hands of men, rebirth is impossible while this continues.
No!
By all the heavens.
Forgive us, great dragon. Our mortal kin are ignorant, foolish, unkind. These crimes will not go unanswered.
I have never seen such a crime against the proper order of things.
Every freedom I cherish is violated by this.
You small creatures. You heard the sounds of battle, but are you truly prepared? What will become of your world if my kind fall to the same evils that plague you? Your Master Li must be stopped. The Empire must find balance without the flow of heart water he has unleashed. The reign of Emperor Sun saw my abuse, but Sun Li, the glorious strategist, laid the plans. One could not occur without the other. It was never his intent to let Brother Hai rule. Had his plan initially succeeded, your master would be Emperor, and you would have been destroyed with the others of your kind.
He planned it all from the start. His betrayal goes back to the very beginning.
You are a spirit monk, charged with guarding the order of things. You were not born to this role, but as the last, a solemn duty falls at your feet. I cannot be healed. My body has been cut open, my heart removed. I should rejoin the Great Wheel, but I am defiled and cannot rest. Rebirth can only come when my essence is free. To defeat your master, you must stop the power he draws from me. Soon he will be too strong, even for you. Your master abuses the amulet he took from you. His brother did not have that luxury, so he needed to draw my essence slowly. The toll on his body was grave. Your master does not have to be so cautious. The amulet is not a source of power, but it is a focus. He partakes of energy that mortals were never meant to hold. He laps at it greedily, expecting your return. You must destroy the source of that power. You must destroy my body. When he falls, all that is mine will then rejoin my spirit. Rebirth.
There is no other decision to make. This desecration, we must undo it.
A good step toward rectifying this desecration.
There was no other reasonable response to such an abomination.
Then let it be so. Take hold of a blade, spirit monk, and let it strike true. Destroy the machine that maintains this abomination. The Great Wheel must turn.
Now we must go to the throne room. Sun Li will be waiting. We have to stop Li. We can't let his crimes go unpunished. I will live to be as old as the Empire itself, and I will never be able to remove that sight from my mind.
I will treasure this moment for as long as I live. To have a hand in such a creature's destiny, it is an honor.
This was nearly overwhelming. My eyes were not meant to see such things.
Yes, your master. He made this possible. I don't know how much help I will be against him.
We have to try. I can't leave here knowing I didn't try.
We will try. There is nothing else we can do.
There are others here who may wish to express a preference in this matter.
It has to be done. We need to move forward, and this is the only way.
Ah, there you are. I knew you would come, and I have grown very good at waiting. You are very different from the student I once taught. Death changed you, I imagine. I apologize for that indignity, but it was necessary. It was also meant to be the end of you, but you surprised me again. I should have studied your people before wiping them out. Even so, I did my best. I made you strong enough to achieve your destiny, but with a weakness I could exploit. I thought I anticipated everything, but you proved me wrong. Once more you try to restore me. My lost family was just one more tool. If they had ever meant more than that, I would have been present when they fell. Tell me, what use are heirs to a god? I will set the Empire on a path of never-ending stability and glory. I am beyond this. I will undo the damage of his ignorance, force the dead to their rest, and keep the waters flowing. My empire will be ordered, obedient, and neither ghosts nor gods will plague it. And you are all that stands between me and the new peace. My brother summoned underlings to defeat you. I will create them from the very stone.
slow.
Be careful. He still has great power to draw upon. We have to...
An impressive display. Your star shines bright, but it is still trapped within a mortal body. Perhaps a more direct application of my power will show you what you are up against. And just how restrictive your shell truly is. Yes, this will amuse me. Worse than actually dying. Seeing death come, and being unable to stop it. Physical barriers are no match for those we place in our own minds. My power has encased you in doubt, held you with the weight of your burden. You and your followers are playthings. The rest are held just as you are. You are each too weak to match my power.
What the hell is going on?
Yes, well said.
Mirabelle. 1,000 cuts. Focus.
Amusing but pointless. My talons are deep within you. More fools leap to your defense, but no matter. The weight of my power will crush you soon enough.
I am with you. We haven't come this far to fail now.
We cannot let this stand, not when so much is at stake.
I stand with you. We will not fall just yet.
Dire Flame.
Your efforts are meaningless. Do you think to counter my influence by yourself? A god holds you. Nothing in the mortal realm can help you. Nothing.
I have moved with you, hidden, trying to keep focus. I give you all that I am, all that I was. Restore what has been corrupted.
Once again, I misunderstand. The raw energy, you are far too resistant to it. The loyalty you inspire is also tiresome, but I respect it. You have truly become a spirit monk. In another time, I would be proud of your ability. I meant for you to reach a certain plateau, and then wait to be knocked off. I tried as much with my brother. I will succeed again with you. I see now that the Water Dragon's power is the prize, not the means to victory. No matter what I expend, while you live, you will resist. That is your role. It is the celestial bureaucracy, attempting to restore balance. We must bring the fight back down to Earth, unless you are made to see reason. No great waves of energy, no demons from the walls. Skill versus skill, master versus student, as you said. I expect you have corrected the flaw in your style. No matter. Beyond the basics, I also taught you focus. Match me if you can.
Dire.
You surprise me yet again. I'm a better teacher than I thought.